Hello friends, I am Prashant Kumar in front of you to discuss about 10th standard social science important questions for the examination purpose. Welcome to Sociocratic. Today, let us discuss about the post-independent India. So, which are the important questions in this one? Friends, see, after independence, before independence, only one problem, that is British. So, after independence, we had many problems. So, which were the problems? Problems after independence. Common question. Which problems India faced after independence? So, mainly partition of India. India and Pakistan divided because of the refugee problem started. And integration of princely states, merging all the princely states, 562 princely states into India. Economic crisis because of the partition of India. Economically, India became very weak. And creating its own constitution, preparing the constitution of India. That was another task. And strengthening military forces. So here especially we have to protect our border from the enemies. For that purpose, we have to strengthen our military. And then gender and caste discrimination. This is another problem. Before independence it was there, and after independence it continued. And communal violence because of the partition of India, because the division there, the divide and rule policy followed by the British, because of that this communal violence started. So these are the main problems. So in that, so some important points next here. India supported Bengal Vimochan movement in 1971 to liberate Bangla from Pakistan. Before that it was East Pakistan. Now it's supported because India supported, and East Pakistan became Bangladesh. That is another one important point. And so another here, refugee problem I told you. So for that separate question will come, how India faced the refugee problem or how India solved the problem of refugees. So that is two-mark question, and the important points in that lesson video, the post-independent India video, you can see that. And here, Tibetan refugees got shelter in Karnataka. Karnataka government provided 3,000 acres of land at Bailakuppe in Kushalnagar. Okay, and so another one, formation of a new government. So another problem here, formation of new government. In that, after formation of the new government, the first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. Important point. First Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, first President Dr. Babu Rajendra Prasad. And so here in the Constitution, India prepared its own Constitution, and that the Constituent Assembly was formed, and that Rajendra Prasad was the President, and the Chairman of the drafting committee, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. And India, so their sovereign Republic India was prepared in the beginning. And in the 42nd Amendment of the Constitution, they added the two words secular and socialist. Secular and socialist words were added to the Constitution in 42nd Amendment of the Constitution. So afterwards, India became sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. Okay, and under integration of princely states, there are some points we have to discuss here. So in that, when India got independence, India was divided into two, India and Pakistan, and all the 562 princely states were given some independence and some options given. Three options were given for them. So they are either they can join India, or joining Pakistan, or they can remain independent. Three options. Which are the three options given to the princely states? Joining India, or joining Pakistan, or remaining independent. So, okay. And so in India, with the effort of the Iron Man of India, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, with his leadership, Iron Man, why the name Iron Man of India came to this Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel? Because he merged all the princely states into Indian Union. For that purpose, he got the name Iron Man of India. There is another question. And he merged all the princely states through instrument of accession. Instrument of accession. There, some royalty was given, some status was maintained for these princely states, the kings of the princely states. privy purse was given. And when he asked to join all the princely states, so 562 princely states to join India, three states they didn't agree. They don't want to join India. They were Junagadh, Hyderabad, and Jammu and Kashmir. These three. Junagadh. Junagadh Nawab, he wanted to join Pakistan. He signed to the accession to Pakistan. But the people of Junagadh wanted to join India. 80% population, they wanted to join India. So Diwan of Junagadh requested Indian government. Diwan requested Indian government to join Junagadh to Indian Union. Then finally India got Junagadh. Junagadh joined with India. And Hyderabad. Hyderabad Nizam, he wanted to remain independent. The largest princely states. Among the princely states, is the largest one. And he wanted to remain independent in the middle of India. So that people, they wanted to get independence and they wanted to join Indian Union. The people, the Congress, Hyderabad Congress, state Congress leaders, they trying to join Hyderabad into Indian Union, but the cruel army of Nizam, Razaks or Razakans, they suppressed all these revolts and they killed many people. And finally, what happened, you know? So there in the lesson we discussed about that, and he wanted to bring arms and ammunition from Pakistan. So finally, India, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel with the Indian army surrounded Hyderabad and he declared police action, and finally Hyderabad was accepted and surrendered, and which was merged to Indian Union. And Jammu and Kashmir, the king of Jammu and Kashmir, who was the king of Jammu and Kashmir? Hari Singh. The Hari Singh, he uh, didn't join India. He wanted to remain independent. But Pakistan wanted to occupy that. So actually Jammu and Kashmir is the heaven on earth. They wanted to occupy that. They attacked on Jammu and Kashmir. Immediately Hari Singh decided to join India and he signed to Indian instrument of accession and joined to India. But still Pakistan attacked and occupied some places. So that case was given to the UNO, and there some areas still under the control of Pakistan. That area which is known as Pakistan occupied Kashmir, POK. Okay, so this is about the merging of princely states. Next, after getting independence from the British, after getting all these princely states merged into India, still some states were under the control of other European countries. They were French. And here, Pondicherry, Karaikal, Mahe and Chandranagar were under the control of French. And these states were integrated in 1954. And Pondicherry became Union Territory in 1963. Okay. And another state, Goa. Goa was under the control of Portuguese. Goan Liberation Army, etc. The Goan Congress, they fought against, they made campaigns, and also they made the strikes, and finally they became successful with the help of Indian National Congress and also Indian Army. They supported them and finally Goa liberated. In 1961 we got Goa. Yes, so Portuguese are the last to leave India. The first who arrived in India, the first European who arrived in India, that is Portuguese, and last to leave India, Portuguese. Okay, so it is Goa. So here, friends, you should remember one question guarantee: either Junagadh, Hyderabad, or Jammu and Kashmir, Pondicherry, Goa. This one question, 2 mark question guarantee. And another problem after that joining everything over, formation of the government over, constitution also we got. And finally, so another question raised, we have to divide the India into different states. How to divide? So before independence itself, there was a demand for the organization of states based on languages. So reorganization of states are based on languages. There, which started in Andhra Pradesh, in Vishal Andhra, Potti Sriramulu, he went on fasting unto death. So 54 days of his fasting, he died. Then afterwards, Vishal Andhra Pradesh was created. Yes, 1953. And reorganization of state commission was established by the Indian government under Fazal Ali, under the leadership of Fazal Ali. It is known as the Fazal Ali Commission. In this Fazal Ali Commission, K.M. Panikkar and H.N. Kunzru were the leaders, were the members there. So, based on the report given by this commission, 14 states and 6 union territories were formed. And Karnataka also formed there, and that's the name Mysore state. In 1973, this Mysore state got the name Karnataka. Okay, these are the important points there, and the important question I told already: how did the nation face the refugee problem? This is a 2-mark question. So these are all 1-mark questions. So very easy. So read this much. Definitely you will get full mark. Thank you. Thank you very much.